Let's see who we get today. Yupa. I don't know what Yupa means, but let's see what they've got in store for us today. We get to be the dealer, which I really like, and normally I like keeping 7, 8, 9 together, but here ace, ace, 5, 9 is a bit of a combo, so we should keep that. The queen, of course, is fine with the 5. And we'll keep the ace. Well, we can't really play the aces or the 5, or aces or 5s right now, so this is the only thing we should do. I'm going to play the ace here. I fully expect our opponent to have 2s. He didn't have a 2. Interesting. Does that mean they just have a 5 left? Expect my opponent has a 5 here. Yep. Gives them a run plus a couple of 15s. Pretty nice hand. We've got the 8 points in hand, and opponent threw away Jack King, which gave us a run with our fortunate cut. So off to a nice start. But then we hit this hand. I think this one, it should be noted that whenever you hit a jack, you make a double run no matter whether you keep the king or the 10. So that means we should throw away the king for a slightly safer crib. And the 7's not doing anything for us, so we can get rid of that. Should we leave queen or 4? We'll just go queen for now. I don't think it makes too much of a difference. Okay, opponent probably has some 9s here. And if they do, it's comboed quite well with the top card. However, opponent can't play on 22, which means their hand is just left with a whole bunch of 10s. And they're surely going to get a run out of this. Yes, they had double jack, a king, and a 2, which is only 2 points from our opponent as well. Well, 3 if you count the right jack, but a lot of points in the crib. Although 7 king didn't help with that, with those points, so a pretty safe discard from us. 3-6 is nice. Low cards often score a lot of points, and the king really helps us with our hand as well. Going to play nice and safe, go up to 17. If our opponent pairs us, we do get a little bit of compensation in the way of this 31. I'm going to just play, well, they do have 6s here, so I'm not going to avoid playing my ace, just go to the jack. I don't think our opponent has as many jacks as they do 6s, because the 6s combo a lot better than jacks, because why would you keep queen jack in your hand when you could keep queen 6. All right, we've got a hand that I like to call the multiples of 3 hands, so 3, 3, 6, 9. We throw away our 7, which is fine. We don't really get that many extra points from the runs that would be created by keeping the 7. Okay, opponent has one of the 9s, which is interesting. They have a jack, so presumably some 10s, maybe some 5s. No, they've got a king and a king, so opponent struggling at the moment. But speaking of not struggling, we are well ahead. We've made our milestone at 47, so things looking pretty smooth for us. It can go south very quickly though. We're only just ahead of our milestone, so we're still hoping to hit some nice things, such as this double run for 12 points. Really nice. And here we always play the queen, because in a lot of situations our opponent will play an 8 and be unable to play. We've given away that we don't have another ace there. That was an accident. Your opponent does get to see that text that comes up whenever you try to touch a card that you can't actually play. So 12 points, superb for us, keeps us on track to our next milestone at 70. And wow, double ace, double 4, 5, 7. What's this all about? I think it's just a7. Yeah, we definitely get rid of the 7. It's a question of what to get rid of it with. Of course, it only looks like we're keeping 2 points in hand, but I think most, I don't know about that one as well. We could have, does our opponent have a 3 here? Phew, no 3. Okay. Yeah, so it only looks like we have 2 points in hand, but most cuts are really good for us. So all the 10s are worth 8 points, and all of the 6s and 3s give us a double run. So we're very happy with that hand. All right, where are we at now? We did make our milestone, and it looks like our opponent's seriously struggling. Let's give them back some points if they triple us. There you go. And do they want to pair our 10? Nope. I assume our opponent has a jack here. No, they've played double 9 queen. So what could they possibly have? Jack, okay. And our opponent, I guess, was hoping to get one of the 10s to show up on top for the big double run. But instead they got a king, which is pretty good. And they did get a few points from us playing our 10. Or our 9, sorry, on the play. So what do we see? We've got a 5 with 2 10s or a flush. We don't want to throw away a 5, so let's just throw away a7 again. Wonder if our opponent will get the hint that we like throwing away a7. We'll just play a queen to start off with. King is also pretty good to start off with as well. And I'm going to play a 2, because opponent doesn't have many 2s. Uh-oh. It looked like we were gearing up for a run, but clearly our opponent could have played a 4 there, so he managed to dodge some bullets. Ace double 3, oh, and they cut a 2, so 10 points for our opponent, and we are falling short of our milestone, so this is a good opportunity for our opponent. If they hit a really big hand here, they could be the first person to get to 96, and it looks like we have to keep a double run, so we'll go 3-10. 3 jack is also fine, I think. I'm not entirely sure what the difference is, other than there are some situations where on the second time around I get to lead a jack and we get to triple a jack. So let's see if that happens. If our opponent has another card to play, then we will see. And I think I'm just going to keep a queen here. Opponent does play 6s. After showing the 7, then we figure that our opponent probably has a 6 in order to make the run. 8 points and a few points on the play means that our opponent is in pretty good shape, but we scored a lot of points ourselves, so it's almost put us back in good position. I think that 10 through king is pretty good to keep because it gives us a good chance to hit a double run, and that will give us at least 10 points if we do hit it, and then we can go out on the next play. The other, if we want to play safer, we could throw away 8 king. There is a flush in hand, but it's not good. Alright, the 5, typically good for the opponent, is great for us because we now have 12 points. We just need 1 point on the play. Our opponent has to steer the ship extremely precisely if they want to avoid us getting a point. So for instance, they can't play out 2 cards here, otherwise we get the points. There we go. And that is a good game. Right, and let's have a look at the overall standings. We lost a lot of points on the play, and that makes sense. We were giving up quite a few points all over the place. Our hands were pretty lucky, and the cribs were pretty much the same. So I hope you enjoyed that one, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.